I've lost everything. Everything is gone. I'm kidding. So today I wanted to do something fun, mix it up, give a little advice, give a little outfit inspo in a different way that isn't consuming. And I wanted to do that by showcasing some of my favorite clothes in my closet that I would have to rebuy if I literally lost everything in my closet tomorrow. I would be like, okay, these are the clothes that I wear the most. This is how I compare outfits. A little background about me. I am a New York City fashion designer. I work in the corporate world, and so I have a 9 to 5, but I'm not work from home every day and I'm not in the office every day. So a little context there. Also, I'm 29, so I'm a little bit on the end of my 20s, so I don't wear like crazy outfits as much as I used to. I love tapping into a little bit of a trend here and there, but like when it comes down to it, these are the closet staples that I would literally have to replace immediately had I lost my closet. So I have my handy dandy spreadsheet that showcases all the items that I would consider must-haves. So we're just gonna start off with the outerwear. The first thing I would say is a must-have is a trench coat. Ever since I moved to the city, I've needed a trench coat. I got one in black my first year here, and then I ended up getting one that was toile, and then I have a new one that's a little bit longer from Mango, and I wear it at least every single week when the weather is transitioning. So this could take you through a long amount of time, and I would just pair this with a pair of track pants, a button down with denim, a little t-shirt with denim, a little button down with more denim. You could wear it with a hat. You could take off the hat. Like, you can really change it up with the accessories. So I just definitely think that a trench coat is a must-have and would be one of the first things on my list. And I'm gonna pair all these items that I would need to have like together to make an entire capsule wardrobe type of vibe. And then you can go to my LTK if you would like to purchase these items or see these flat lays and have them as inspo for yourself. If you ever feel like you wanna like figure out what you should wear for something, or you're lacking inspo in the day-to-day life. So the next step is obviously a very New York thing, but a leather jacket. I think it's very important to have. I love this one that I got from Poshmark. That is one of my biggest hacks of finding high-end clothing that is for a good price. And I wear it in the winter, even when it's freezing, because it's so thick, it's so warm, and it can be dressed up or dressed down easily for day to night. So wearing it to work with a t-shirt or a button down with some mules, or even a pair of jeans, back to my track pants, or with a sweatshirt to really get that warmth. And it's also really elegant, draped across your shoulders if you're going out. I think it's one of my most worn jackets in the nighttime just because it does look so clean, chic, New York, with a mini skirt and boots, a little skirt and boots, or like a fun shoulder bag, any kind of long, dark denim. Looks great, back to even just a t-shirt underneath, and you can still dress it up, look chic with like some jewelry, and take it from those day to night type scenarios with a leather jacket. So I would absolutely be needing to replace my Maj leather jacket. And then this is also a little bit of the millennial vibe in me, where I'm like, I could never live without a blazer. I feel like they come in and out of style, but for me, a little bit more classic styling is my vibe. I would need to replace my navy blazer immediately. I wear it at least every 2 weeks just to top off like a button down or a t-shirt, something like that, to make it like an office vibe. And a blazer is just always gonna look great when you need to give a presentation. It's professional. I love the fit of this one too because it's a little bit more oversized, but still tailored, so it's flattering. Like, it's not crazy Hailey Bieber oversized, like that's my grandfather's coat, but it's not fitted, oh my gosh, okay, I'm Fran from The Nanny kind of thing. Moving into sweatshirt territory. So I will hit on sweaters, but for a sweatshirt, I really love this graphic gray sweatshirt from H&M of all places. It has like a very, it's like Paris, it's very varsity, it's cozy, and for some reason I feel like it's very elevated because the embroidery on it and the felted graphic, that it's not too like, this is my college, this is XYZ. It feels a little more elevated, and I'm able to get away with this at work, but I could wear that with a pair of track pants, a pair of jeans, throw like a leather on or a nice trench coat to like make it an outfit, and wear this sweatshirt that might have been considered super casual and inappropriate for the office in my line of work, and I can make it really, really cute. I think the varsity trend allows us to tap into kind of these casual-esque sweatshirts, and I think this crew neck is perfect for me to have loungy vibes but put together vibes and make it all the way through a season. I also think a lady jacket type of sweater is so important. I wore the actual crap out of this Massimo Dutti lady jacket sweater thing, and I just feel like the lady vibe has been in for a few years. It's kind of at its peak. It might be on the turn down, but honestly, anything that's out in the market that's meant to replace it, I feel like is just more casual. It doesn't look as put together and it isn't as easy to dress up or down for the office with the jeans and the mules. Wore that outfit at least 5 times last fall, wearing it with a mini skirt, out with a boot. I wore that multiple times, even in London, and was like, this is my outfit for the night, and I absolutely loved. So I would really be missing that from my closet next fall, next spring even, although it's wool so it's a bit warm. But that's the sweater I would pick. Nothing else. And I tried to be really careful to not overdo it and be overwhelming. So I could always do a part 2 if you think this is helpful, but I would really be missing that black sweater for sure. The next thing on my list is something I debated in my head. I was like, I need a button down because I'm constantly wearing a button down, to be honest. And I thought I could either do the button down that's white, I could do just a plain blue one, I could do this beautiful striped one, and honestly, this Veronica Beard striped button down is amazing. I love that it has a fun ruffle in the back, so it's a little more quirky, it's a little more unique in my opinion than just a regular button down, which would be great in your closet, and I do think everyone should have like a white one. But if I had to replace everything right this second, I would do a very crisp, silky cotton button down that has like a more of an abbreviated fit so that I could wear it out, dress it up, dress it down, and it wouldn't be too serious, too professional. So then those are all the like top type items that I picked out, and now we'll take it to the bottoms. So track pants, I think I mentioned them a bunch, but I have loved having track pants or even suit pants. Something like a dress pant that you can wear with a heel or you can wear with a tennis shoe is gonna be key. That's really all I've been wearing this spring are these track pants that I just bought, to the point where I've purchased more, and that's not the point of this video, but I'm just saying, like, I've loved wearing them so much that I have been adding different colors to my closet. So I got these at the Anthropologie sale, and I also have seen so many from J. Crew, a lot of things on Poshmark that you could do, and a little suggestion for anyone who's looking to save a little money here and there, because like who isn't? I suggest trying things on that are out of your budget and just being very particular about saving the size that you liked, the colorway, the brand obviously, and making a little file and then looking back at the next season, because that has been my little secret of getting things. Yeah, a year later, be a little patient. If you like it enough, you'll remember it and you'll still be wanting it a year later because it's going to be in your closet for a long time. So you'll know your size, you'll know the brand and everything, and you can just Google image search and it'll come up on Macari, Poshmark, other little places like that that you can get. Then I would say a pair of jeans. So I couldn't bring it down to just a pair of jeans, so I did a medium wash that is a more straight leg, could be more professional, no holes in it, just easy, classic. These are from & Other Stories. I did buy them full price of like 140 maybe, 125 I think is their typical, and I do really like them. I think they're very flattering and comfortable, and like I said, you could wear them with a loafer or a mule, or not a tennis shoe, but that's my opinion, or even like a kitten heel. It looks nice, so I thought those would be good to add to wear back to the blazers, back to the jackets. You've seen, you know the vibes. And then I picked out my favorite jeans that I had to go high and low to get the size that I wanted, and it ended up still not even being the right size, but I love them so much that I would replace them, and I would hope that by the time I did want to replace them, they might be available in the size and length that I want. So these Paige jeans are to die for. I know they're a bit trendy, but I love how dark wash the denim is, that I can wear it out at night to clubs in New York City, which sometimes if you have a light pant on, they'll literally say no. I mean, they also probably would rather you be in like a dress or something or a skirt as a girl, but typically I get away with it because they're cool, they're trendy, they're expensive. They were $300 full price, but it was my birthday, so I went for it and I said I deserve this. So I would definitely be replacing those. I can also roll them up and do a little cuff and wear them with shoes, so I would be able to get a lot of wear out of them, and I already have gotten a lot of wear out of them. So then bringing it to skirts. So I did a skirt, a plain black skirt, and a skirt. And the reason I kept the skirt, even though it's a little bit more of a fashion item, is because it does have that easy basic vibe where it's just a nice plaid, it's very chill, but also it could be dressed up and dressed down and gives a little more texture to our all neutral palette that we're working with here for the, you know, beginning stages, beginning build of a wardrobe. So this one was from Maj. This was a Poshmark find. Pretty much anything that's Maj, Sandro, any of those brands that I'm obsessed with is going to be coming from Poshmark, and I just know my size by now that I'm willing to risk it. So this Maj skirt I think would need to be replaced. I love it. I love the belt. I love that it's comfortable. It's wool, so it can go into the winter, and I can mix and match this outfit so many ways, and I have, and I would absolutely want to replace it. And then for the easy, just plain black skirt, I think is super important because if it's the summer, if it's the winter, I could just easily wear a cami or a t-shirt and put put a bunch of jewelry on and wear an easy slide or an easy sandal or a tennis shoe and I can get away with it. Or I can dress it up and put on my black lady sweater. I could put on the black leather coat. I could dress it with the trench coat to make it casual. Like, a black skirt is a need in any stage of life. Whether it's a mini, whether it's a midi, I just think everyone needs a black skirt, especially if you live in New York City. I forgot to mention the backbone of any closet, and that is an easy white tee. So I wore this with half of my outfits as well as a tank top, like an easy layering tank top. This is a very fitted rib, so it just like wears really well. It's very flattering and it keeps well in the wash. I love it. So those are the only clothing items that I picked out. Let's move on to accessories. And this was so hard for me. I didn't realize how important accessories were to me. You might think I would need like a bunch of different clothes, but actually what brings an outfit from high to low or like makes it transitional is accessories. And the functional thing to say would be a belt. I think you need a belt in your closet, especially if your jeans are ill-fitting, like my baggy jeans that are from Paige, and it makes an outfit just go from flat to elevated and classic and put together. The next thing is something that's functional as well, and that's my work bag. So I got a Louis Vuitton Neverfull when I graduated college, and I was so excited to get this bag. I thought, you know, it would be something I would use forever, but I didn't really know it would become not only my airport bag, but my work bag, my sleepover bag, my traveling bag. Like, that bag is never full, and so I would want to replace it. And then the next thing I would get is a Coach shoulder bag. So I bought this one on Poshmark a few years ago before I feel like Coach really had its second wave of popularity, and I just think Coach leather bags, especially the vintage ones, and maybe even the ones now, I haven't purchased anything new, but I think they really last a lifetime. I like that this one has gold hardware on it, and it's very large. I can fit an umbrella, I can fit my camera, I can fit any makeup I need, a change of skirt. Like, I've fit swimsuits in it before when I was like going to a pool after a lunch or something like that, and so I would really be missing that bag, and I would definitely replace that one. Next thing is a baseball hat. So if you're new here, you might think that's a little weird. I live in New York City. I don't need to really blind my head from the sun. I don't do baseball much. And by do, I mean go to see a game. I go maybe once a summer for the vibes, for the friendships. But I would need one because I love to put a baseball hat on to cap off an outfit. I feel like it takes it always to like a next level. And I also just think it's really cute. I got this one at the US Open, so I love that it's Ralph Lauren. It was $75, but it's worth it to me. And I also think when you have a bad hair day, like, who doesn't want to put that on? Also, if you're traveling, like, who doesn't want to put that on? So boom, that with a track pant, I'm set. So then the last category would be shoes, and I am just gonna pretend that it's like spring, fall, maybe a little bit of winter, but I don't really have any flip-flops or anything, so I would have to probably find some of those. But what I would need are tennis shoes, and not workout shoes, but these gazelle green with a little pink pop sneakers. And I know these were really, really popular. Everyone had them, and everyone was like, what's the next gazelle? What's the next, what are they called? They're not gazelles for everything. Sambas. I didn't even have to see the word. But honestly, I would replace them because I wear those shoes so much. And then the next thing would be work shoes. So I probably could choose between the two, but honestly, if I was thinking about it, I would really, really want these leopard mules back. I got these leopard mules many years ago. They're falling apart. I'm looking all the time for them online to replace them because they're starting to lose some of the leopard. But they're from Joie. They have gold studs. I think they're so chic, and I love adding a little cheetah pop to an outfit, and I think this is how I would want to do it. The next thing is something I got recently, which is a loafer. So if I had to cut anything, I might cut those, but I do think they're really cute to wear with skirts and tights, and like a good way to wear a flat shoe when you go to dinner or something like that. And then down to the last two shoes for going out. My Schutz boots are something that I wear, and I used to wear them a lot more, but they are something I wore even in the summertime because they're so comfortable. I love them with a mini skirt. They're very flattering, hit right under the knee. They have a nice tapered shape. They also go into like a soft point, and I just think they're the most flattering chunky boots ever, to the point where I've had them resold after wearing them in the rain. Don't do that, but I love the block heel, and I would be looking for those again. And then lastly would be the Mary Jane like pointed toe pleather Mark Fisher heels that I have, and they're very comfortable. I could wear them with my skirt or my mini skirt to dress something up. I could wear them with my baggy jeans and make sure that I have a little heel to wear out at night with my leather jackets, or even with a trench coat. And I think black is necessary. I like that it's not a flat black, so it does have a level of texture, and that's what I would need. And then I'll just leave it at the last thing, and that is gold and silver jewelry. So I cut out the necklaces, I cut out the bracelets, the rings. I wouldn't replace those right away. I would need earrings, because if I don't have an earring in, I feel just like a little bit unlike myself. I always have in these hoops from Missouri. These are 14 karat gold, and I am able to wear them in the shower all day, all night. They don't have a stabbing back, so I love that. And then for the front earrings, I would say like a silver hoop. I actually, to be honest, had a pair and they became a little bit tarnished, so I'm waiting to invest in a pair of silver hoops. But I did buy these recently from And Other Stories, and I think they might be good. They're about $40, so it's still costume jewelry. I didn't have the budget to do like a $200 silver earring yet, so I thought these were good placeholders that weren't like too cheap Amazon vibes, turning everything green, but they had the element. So that is everything that I would replace immediately had I lost my entire closet. I think it was fun to like pull together and really tap into like what I really love and what I really wear all the time. Let me know if you have something in your closet that you would consider to be added to this list that you think I missed. And yeah, let's chat about this. Imagine if you lost all your clothes. What would you do? You know what I mean? If you liked this video, I could do a more fun version of like things that I bet could never be replaced in my wardrobe, how to update an outfit without buying new clothes and just wear new accessories, or use accessories in a different way to style outfits and give more elevation and levels to an outfit. Make sure you subscribe if you like this. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you so much. Goodbye.